I'm in that realm again. Here's what I have to say. That's it. What I wanted to say, one of the things I wanted to say is, has anybody ever seen It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World? Well, when you put the palms together, right, it says the big W. They put the palms together to get the money in there, the big W. It was all a Ponzi scheme of some sort. But the word big is number 72. To win a Big Mac is 7213. To win a Big Mac is 1237 or just 2, 3, and 7 to win a Big Mac. Why would you get a Big Mac with 2, 3, and 7? 2 times 7, 2 is B, 7 is G. 2 and 7 is I. Win is W. 2 times 7 is 14. B times G is 14. Plus G and I. B and I is 11. G and I is number 16. Anyways, excuse me, G and I is 7 and 9 is 16. That is right. 7 times 9 is 63. It's creation of the race. But I got off track. 7 times 2, which is G times B, 7 times 2, or the beta part, the Venus part of the piano. Why the Venus part of the piano? Because the center of the piano stands on C. To the left is B, to the right is D. The total is 432. So this says big. In order to win Big Mac, M-A-C is the 13th letter, A is the first letter, C is the third letter. In the word Mac, the M is 1 and 3. And so A and C in Mac becomes Big Mac from 72. And M, 72M is 724. 72M is 7213. Now you need time on Mac. To get time on Mac, you would have to add 75 onto this. 75 would give you the 3/4 of your life, but I don't want to go there. I didn't want to go there to start. All I wanted to say is you can win a Big Mac to the big W. When you look at the palm trees, these 2 eyes make one person. Here's the beak. Here's 2 eyes make one person. Here's the beak. So you now have 2. Now you have this one all alone with an eye on each side. He's a freestander. So now you have 3. This one is all alone. 4. This one is all alone. 5. 5 people, each one with 2 eyes. Now, this one is looking to the right. He's a one-eyed man. This one is looking to the left. He's a one-eyed man. Here's a one-eyed man. But in between, the eyes that looks at her. These eyes look at each other. This eye looks at no one. Venus looks at no one. So in the cards, you have to look up which card looks at no one. The same thing anyways, you end up with 6 eyes. The jacks and the cards all hook up with 6 eyes. One of the reasons for that is when you work with electricity or when you look with the alligators, which is Bell, when they come over to check your phone, they hook up that alligator. So that's a single-eyed jack. Why it's a single-eyed jack is because there's one post going from one side to the other side with a spring on the inside, and it's one grip. It's one pints. Okay, so now that I said not much with that, what I want to say is something about 7286. 7286. 72 says brown. 72 says brown. 27 says red. 86 or 68 says planet. So it now says the red planet. The planet of the apes. The planet of the apes or the planet of the eights is what it was supposed to be. 72 brown and red equals 99 and reverts back to Jupiter. 68 is planet. It also stands for the planet with the queen. The queen in space. Why? 8 times 6 is 48. 8 plus 6 is 14. 62 is queen. 26 is dog. The dog queen. 622 6. 74 is Jesus and 74 is the cross, which we get with 148. 86, half is 43. 43 around, you go to Baltic. 4 and 3 is the Earth and Mars prism that's in your head. The planet is in your head. You know where it comes from? Forget about Krista Berg, because God was the name of an avatar. The rough and fail, the brown and red, the dwarf star, dwarf brown, dwarf blue, red planet 7286. The other thing I wanted to say is that Neptune, the count of Neptune is 9 and 5. When you say pitun in French, it means a little one. This is blue. This is Earth and Mars prism. This is the creation of the 3 planets. Neptune is the one that connects your moons. Why? Because look, the outside of it is 9 and 5, but the inside of it is 7 and 8. Why is it 9 and 5? Because it's E and I, just like saying A and E, it's the person inside the electronic energy, inside the communication. C for communication, okay? The mind is a satellite, so all touching the rim, okay? I don't know what happens, but sticking to your skull or something is a return of an energy, or it's an output of the energy that runs along your skull bone and to all your bones and your cartilages that are in between your bones, in which would now stand for a connective energy source, meaning if you're not feeling well, you're not connecting well. Because the stuff between your knees and everything, that's part of the of you talking to the rest of your body, more or less. Body, I want to run, so your legs run. I mean, I'm moving my leg right now, but I didn't do anything. My leg's moving. So anyways, 5 and 9 is that. 5 by 9 is 45. 9 times 5 is 45. 45 is the fox. The fox hunt. Why? Because 1, 2, 3, straight, across, one group of strands, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, say FOX, and it equals to 45. If you take the Rubik's Cube and take 5 sides of the Rubik's Cube, but we won't take the other side. One is going in, one is going down. You're accepting the one going in, you're working with those across, you're exalting yourself going down. You didn't minus, but it's a minus trend. It doesn't work in the same. This goes over to this side, to this side, to this side. My phone is ringing, just give me a second. Hold on a second. My phone is ringing, but I don't know where it is. Okay. So we follow right now. Here's the incoming light here, right? The incoming light comes down 3, and the incoming light comes down 3. But it comes down through here, but it only comes out here, here, and here. This one doesn't come out. It stays within your own heart. It's the energy of your thought. So it's the same thing when the one comes out and you go to the bathroom. I'm going to see where we are next. Another thing is, when you say dwarf, the 7 dwarfs, 7 is the number of 65. So you would write 765, which is 18. 6, 6, and 6 it connects to. 7, 6, and 5 is 18. 6, 5, and 7, 7, 6, and 5. 30 times 7 is 210. You know when you reach 210, count up to number 19, it's 190. Count all the way up to 20. You get 210. 210 into this world is 216. 216 is 21 in the 6th world, which is 1 die cube. You have one of the dice cubes. 216 is 6 by 6 by 6. It's also part of the systematic time machine, in which is a 9-day period, but lasts 6 days, 1 day, and 3 days, in which 1 day is towards the body and the cross that the man is on. When you say number 2, 2 means 58. So it's 582 or 825. This is 200 for Pasco. We got Venus. 582 is time heaven. 82 is the time heaven. T and H, Jupiter. Gives you the spirit in order to live in the Venus time heaven. 28 between Venus and Neptune. This is Jupiter, Venus, and Neptune. 2, 5, and 8 are exactly perfect on this, going straight down. 2, 5, and 8. Even on your phone. 8 by 5 is 40, by 2 is 80. In French, they say 420s. Also, at the same time, you add it to 15. Look where you connect to. Your answer is 95. You connect through Jupiter over to Neptune within your own mind, standing on 2, 5, and 8, right in the middle. 8 by 5 is the matrix speed. 2 is within the body. This is the spirit that comes in, or the energy that comes in that lights up the moon into the Venus world, into your split brain. Split brain, the Venus world. You asked to come to Earth. Don't be mad because you're here. Be mad because you can't cope, because you have bad coping experiences. The other thing I wanted to say is that in 7286, okay, which also states the short line, because somehow it's the little noodle penis. We have like a little penis in our head, just like a cat's penis, and it's shooting electricity all in the cup. There must be a cup in there, or it must be shooting it up against the top of our heads. That's why we sweat. But it's a little cup, you know, like the monkey takes it off and goes, thank you. So it's a cat's penis that seems like it sends around all that electricity, and I'm not sure if it's what comes in through the Lord of creation, or what comes in, this is the only way we can have it. But they manipulate it. How? They manipulate it with a splinter. Somehow the pick, the ace card, says pick. It says needle. It's like a splinter. So somehow they sent a splinter into our head, like a bone between two sides, joining something. So it seems like they're joining the light with the soul world. But still, I think they have to go into Morse code, Morse the cat, in order to tap into our minds. But I believe they can hear what we speak. So when we go to Monopoly, when I go to Monopoly and I split the 7286 in half, we become 36 and 43. 36 is the short line, 43 is the Baltic. 44th position of the Baltic, 43 on the dice is 77, 4 and 4. When you add this one over here, this is Raish, this is the 3 creation. But 36 is half of 72. Because we always add up the 1, because we always start on the 1 in most the games, depending on the number of these things they show, or anyways, I have to see the game. So 36 plus the 1 equals 37. That's the number on the French wheel, how many numbers there are. Okay? There's more digits than there are numbers, because the 2 numbers make up 1 number. 37, 73. 36 times 2 is 72. Add 1. 36, add 1. 37 or 73. They both speak Nibiru. 86 plus 1 says 87. That says Neptune within your mind. They're coming within your mind. Okay? The spirit is coming both ways. When it comes to you, it comes to them. They joint the figure. They run this world. They know what's coming. But only in time can they pick it up. If they play the rules right, they get the information. So we end up with 43 and 76, which is 79. 7 times 9 is the creation of 666 when I go half to this. This 72 recreates Win a Big Mac. The 86 equals to the dog and the queen, or the queen dog. Maybe the hot dog. 7 and 8 equals 15 equals 6. 7 and 3 equal 10 equals 7. Spirit is 76 inside of 7286, because the spirit inside of 86 is 76, and there's a game we play. Christopher, the Spanish train, the Son of God, playing a game of poker online. Christopher was playing the Spanish train online. Whatever he speaks about in Christopher, he's online. Another thing I wanted to show, somebody showed me this cell regeneration in which number 34 goes here. The difference between here and here is 34. The difference between here and here is 5. So the next number would be 5 over here. But in relation to all these figures, the 5-8 is your energy to the moon of matrix, into the AC-DC world of alpha beta, the 2 worlds of the one heart, of the 2 sides of the mind, into a 1 world where the prism of Mars meets, where the prism of Earth meets the 4 gates of Mars. 3 and 4 end up the same. 3 by 4, 3 plus 4 says 19, which is your moon. 3 and 4 also says 1, so this will say 134. This was the score of last year's Super Bowl, 34 to 31. ONE equals 34. So this is why this dementia, or whatever this is, adds up to the way it is, because this is the energy that comes into the 8th moon. This is your Neptune connecting to your skull. This is your AC connection. Okay, your AC connection to the alpha beta of the one heart, of the 2 sides of your brain, equaling to the moon of your head in which it works, in which is Mercury within inside of you, which is probably your blood, and then Earth, and then Mars. But the reflection of this in the 7 worlds is Saturn, the reflection is Earth, and the reflection is Mars. The second reflection is Pluto, the second reflection is Uranus, the second reflection is also Saturn. Saturn, Uranus, 7 and 6 make 10-10. It's a 10-10 world of the spirit of 76, and this is something somebody told me. I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but I'm going to go back there. If you know what it is, I'd like to know. Anyways, Raphael, 7286, in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.